Thanks for coming out today, everybody. Who's got the first question?
I'd like to start with Max Holloway. Max, this is a rematch, but that first fight was a long time ago. But now you're getting close to this rematch. Are you starting to see this as unfinished business?
Nah, man. That fight was so long time ago. Even he said it, you know, before he was just a jiu-jitsu guy, now he's an MMA guy, so I guess we get to find out Saturday night.
You said the most BMF thing you could do this weekend is sub the submission artist, but is that actually part of the game plan, or are you just kind of seeing what comes your way in there?
Never say never. Never say never. Tune in tomorrow night, or Saturday night.
If you could say there's one thing about Charles that makes him a BMF, what is it? What is the most BMF thing about Charles?
Dude's a legend, man. Dude's a legend. He's fighting. A lot of people are making this fight to be a striker versus grappler match. A lot of his subs, before he's submission guys, he's killing these guys on the feet, striking them, hurting them. So he's a BMF, man, in my eyes. I can't wait to see him.
I know this week you had some special gloves available for charity. I wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that now that you're here in front of this crowd.
Yes, the good gloves. Shout out to Dana, shout out to Brian Smith. We was talking to him, if you guys into NFL, my cleats, my cause. The good gloves is just like that, and I'm excited, man. It's gonna help a lot of unprivileged Hawaii youth, and UFC is helping me out do that. So I'm grateful.
How do you do it? How do you bid on them? How's it work?
I get to fight in the gloves.
Huh?
I get to fight in the gloves.
Yeah, your fight gloves.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight the colorful gloves. He's gonna let me fight in them, I think. You're not gonna let me fight. I can't fight in them. It's a one-on-one.
So are people bidding on them?
People bidding on them.
50,000. I'm in for 50,000 right now.
Oh, let's go.
Who's got the next question?
Question for Charles Oliveira. Charles, you have fought the best of the best in this sport. Where does this version of Max Holloway line up with the guys you've already fought?
Charles, você lutou contra os melhores dos melhores nesse esporte. Onde que está essa versão do Max Holloway nos melhores?
Não, com certeza. O Max é um gigante, é um dos grandes nomes. Vai ser uma grande luta. Eu estou pronto para lutar contra qualquer um e com certeza vai ser uma grande honra lutar contra ele.
For sure, Max, one of the legends, huge, very excited to fight a legend like him. It's going to be a great fight, and I'm very ready for that.
He said the most BMF thing he could do is submit you. Does that mean the most BMF thing you could do is knock him out?
Ele falou que a coisa mais BMF que ele podia fazer é finalizar o finalizador. A coisa mais BMF que você podia fazer é nocautear o nocauteador?
Cara, na realidade eu estou aqui para lutar. Eu posso nocautear, eu posso finalizar. Eu sou um problema dessa divisão. Vai ser uma grande luta.
Listen, I'm here to fight. I can finish. I can knock him out. Listen, I'm a problem in this division. It's going to be a great fight.
Dana, I have a couple of questions for you. You have said you're announcing the White House card this week. When exactly this week can we expect that announcement?
Saturday night.
And the last one from me, some surprising news earlier today. Tom Aspinall was signed with Eddie Hearn as a manager. You obviously have some issues with Eddie. What did you think about that news, and what do you make of that decision?
We don't have any issues with Eddie. They can get whoever they want to represent him. Tito Ortiz used to represent people, and we got it done.
Question for Reinier de Ridder, all the way in the back, right here. At media yesterday, we asked Caio Borralho what he expects, and he said you'd be out of your mind not to shoot on him. He fully expects you to just shoot on him and try to submit him. So what is do you think that's just him talking, or what do you make of his comments?
Why the hate? Come on, I'm a good guy. I don't know, I might shoot on him, yeah. I think I might shoot on him.
Yeah, you shoot in your last 5 fights in less than 1 minute. For sure you're going to shoot on me, brother.
I might, yeah.
I'm ready,
for that.
For it? And I'm ready for that. I want that. I'm waiting.
Question for Caio Borralho. You know, you said you watch a lot of tape on your opponents. What do you make of RDR's game, and can you take anything away from his last fight, considering...
No, I'm not going to talk about my game plan here, brother, you know, but one thing that I know is in his last 5 fights, he will shoot at the takedown in less than 1 minute. That's data, that's facts, and as a nerd, I work with facts.
Question for Rob Font, all the way in the back. You know, you said that this fight with Raul has a lot of buzz, and you know, you fought the Sandhagens, the Aldos, and everything. So what is it about Raul that generates so much buzz that makes this fight feel bigger than all those other names that you fought?
Man, you heard the pop he got when he walked out here. The kid got, you know, he's got that little it factor, and You know, he's buzzing. I like big fights. This feels like a big fight, and I'm more than welcome to welcome to the bantamweight division, and with a big knockout on Saturday.
Outside of fighting for the title, do you think Raul is possibly the biggest name you could get on your resume, considering, like you said, how popular he is and who his audience is?
Yeah, 100%, man. Like I said, like look at his Instagram, look at his following. You know, people like him, so it is what it is. You know.
Similar question for Raul. You know, Rob's fought some of the biggest names in the bantamweight division over the last few years. What do you bring that someone like Rob hasn't seen in there?
Pause. But I think my youth energy, you know, I'm going to go out there. He already knows I'm going to try to finish him every single second of the fight. And I expect the same from him, so I think it's going to be a pretty great fight, you know. And I'm excited to share the octagon with somebody like Rob Font. That's what I've been looking for since I got into the company, fighting names like him, the best in the world, and test myself, so I'm ready for this.
Question for Drew Dober and Michael Johnson. Drew, you bring the most knockouts in lightweight history into this fight. Michael, you bring the most knockdowns. What are you guys expecting in terms of each other's power in this fight? And do you see this ending any other way but a knockout?
Yeah, I don't know, man. He's super, super tough. And I do know he plans on hitting me real hard. I plan on hitting him extremely hard. The goal for me is, like, let's make this a long fight so that way it entertains the crowds. Man, I just know he's putting his best foot forward. I'm putting my best foot forward, and we're blessing this card with a banger of fireworks. And, man, I can't wait for Saturday. How about you, Michael?
I agree. I have to. You know, he's definitely, you know, one of the toughest guys in the division, leading with the knockouts, and I'm leading with the knockdowns. So we're going to see some fireworks, and I think the fans are the real winners of this fight.
For Max Holloway. Max, if this fight goes into round 4, you will pass Rafael dos Anjos for the most fight time in UFC history. So you've been seen more than anyone else in this octagon. What else do you have to show in your UFC career, and what else do you want to show before this is eventually done?
Man, I got another undisputed title on my mind right now, man. I want to go. You know, a lot of people are telling me that I want to be a 2-division champ. They're saying this BMF title makes me a 2-division champ. I don't believe them. I want that gold. So first things first is Charles Oliveira. And you just reminded me that I'm in the octagon for too damn long, man. What the hell?
And lastly, for Dana. Dana, with these BMF fights, it's been kind of a tradition to have someone special present the title in the octagon. Max said he wants his wife to do it. Charles says he wants his father to do it. Can you make that happen for the winner of this fight?
Done.
Bruno e Gregory. O palco está montado, tem duas lendas, 2 Hall da Fama disputando o cinturão BMF. Vocês têm a missão e a chance de roubar o show e fazer seu nome sábado à noite. Qual é o plano e como fazer isso acontecer?
For Bruno Hope and for Gregory Robocop. On Saturday, you have a lot of legends here in this stage. They're all going to be fighting. You have a chance to steal the show. What is your plan to steal the show on Saturday?
We belong here, man. There will be the night of rematch, right? So I'm excited for that one, and everyone knows, man. RoboCop when he step inside the octagon, there's gonna be a lot of action, and this fight's gonna be on fire.
Bom, então eu espero que ele esteja preparado, porque sábado, né, eu ouvi dizer aí que quem sou eu, né? Quem seria o cara, né, para lutar com ele essa noite? Se ele não batesse em mim, quem ele bateria? Então, dessa forma, eu sempre fui um cara cordial com os meus adversários. Eu olho para ele hoje e falo: sábado vai ser uma guerra e tudo tem para ser a luta da noite.
É isso, mano.
Listen,
tá pronto para isso. Eu assinei o contrato, a gente vai, vamos ver. Você fez uma vez, então você vai ter que fazer de novo.
Listen, I said this before. Like, I hit him once, but who was I when I got to hit him once? Here I am again. I'm very cordial to my opponents, but I'm ready to do it again, and that's why Robocop answered the way he did.
Sábado a gente resolve.
Saturday, we'll settle this.
Yeah. Só preciso de 15 minutos contigo lá dentro.
All I need is 15 minutes with you, buddy.
A última vez você teve 5.
Last time you had 5.
É? Vamos ver se vai fazer de novo, então.
Let's do it again. Let's see if you can run that back.
Estou pronto para isso.
I am ready. I am ready for it. Let's go.
Charles, a gente está numa era onde muito se fala da importância do lutador também chamar atenção fora do octógono, saber promover a luta. E a gente vê uma luta tão importante de dois atletas que pouco fizeram isso. Na verdade, nunca se promoveram através de provocações, trash talk. Qual o segredo, qual a mensagem para a nova geração de lutadores? Max Holloway também, por favor.
For Charles and for Max as well. We know that this is an era of promoting your fights, selling your fights, and everything else. And you two became legends without, saying things to other people, saying bad things, selling the fight for what it is. What is your advice to people? How would you say? How did you manage to get to this point without selling the fights like that?
Cara, na realidade o nosso MMA é algo novo, né? E pegar dois caras, duas grandes lendas como nós dois, que venderam a luta sempre mostrando respeito, carinho com o próximo, isso é algo gigante. Não é criança, é adulto. Os meus filhos estão sentados ali, eu quero mostrar para eles que os pais dele é uma pessoa do bem. É isso que a gente tem que mostrar. Aquilo que a gente faz aqui dentro é aquilo que eles estão vendo. Se a gente faz coisas ruins, com certeza eles vão ver e vão querer fazer coisas ruins. Aqui, de verdade, tem dois caras que merecem lutar por esse título, pelo aquilo que a gente é, por aquilo que a gente representa, não aqueles caras que pegam o microfone para falar um monte de besteira.
This is new. Two guys that have managed to get to this position by being respectful with each other, by being respectful to other people. We sell fights by fighting, by the things that we do inside the octagon and outside the octagon. There are kids. Every time we're doing things, he's the father himself, a family man. My kids are here. There are always kids watching. The good things that you do, kids will follow. The bad things that you do and say, kids will follow as well. We are guys that are here, always respectful. We're not just guys that pick up the mic and say crap at each other.
Hey, he said it all. He said it all. He took the words out of my mouth.
Gregory Robocop, right over here. Gregory, obviously you're very motivated to get the victory back. How do you let the fight come to you and not rush it, trying to knock him out early?
Man, I want to enjoy, I learned how to enjoy my fights, and that would be nice. I'm so happy to be in this card with a lot of legends. And so, yeah, man, I want to enjoy it. I don't want to rush. I have a lot of patience. And then 15 minutes inside the octagon, anything can happen. And I'm ready for everything.
Question for Charles Oliveira. Charles, Max says that if you're winning the fight and you point down, it's to give your opponent a chance. If you're winning the fight and it reaches the last 10 seconds, will you point down to him?
Charles, o Max sempre diz, quando ele está ganhando a luta, ele aponta para baixo e fala, você tem uma chance, tem 10 segundos. Se você estiver ganhando a luta, você vai dar essa chance para ele?
Cara, eu não sei. Eu só quero vencer, essa é a real.
Listen, I don't know, bro. All I do is I want to win. That's it. That's the real thing.
Question for up front. How much does training at TriStar Gym in Montreal helps you? And why is Arman Tsarukyan calling you Unk? What's the story behind Unk season?
It's the Unk season, man. I keep getting lined up with the young boys, But TriStars, man, it's been huge. It's been a blessing just to have that one coach to kind of like run everything. I go in there, I shut my brain off, get straight to work. It's Montreal, so it's train, sleep, back to train. There's nothing to do out there. The weather is horrible. So, it feels like a full camp. Back home, I had a lot of moving pieces. And when I'm in Montreal, it's just straight training. But, man, shout out to Amy. He's going to get a big fight soon, and I'm excited for him.
Question for Drew Dober. Do you think some people might mistake your confidence to arrogance, for arrogance?
Oh, no, possibly. I don't know what people think, but my thing is I love fighting, and I know MJ loves fighting, and I just know what I'm capable of, and I'm so eager to test it against a monster of Michael Johnson over there. So whether it's arrogance or confidence or stupidity, I'm bringing all three in.
Go ahead. Yep.
John Bernard with KO Sports. This one's for Max. Max, Charles has spoken a lot about this week about staying on the feet and finishing the fight. He has the most finishes in UFC history. Do you think that's a smart game plan from Charles?
I guess we get to find out Saturday night, at the end of the day. I can't wait, man. It's a fight. It's going to be a fun fight, and it is for the BMF title, so it's going to be fireworks.
Well, Max, you've said you're looking for another UFC 300 moment. Does fighting for the BMF title motivate you more to finish Charles?
For sure. Title, no title, being able to go in there and get a win over Charles is huge, but getting in there and finishing Charles would be super big. And I want to go get that undisputed title, so that's the plan.
And one more for Dana. Dana, you've seen BMFs come and go in the UFC. If you had to pick one fighter in UFC history, who's the BMF of all time?
Shit, I don't know. I don't know. That's a tough question, honestly. I mean, there's been so many good guys that have fought over the last 30 years. So to pick one would be tough, but this is a good one. This fight is a great BMF fight. Thanks. Go ahead.
Question for Caio. The fighting nerds have received so much love since your guys' arrival to the UFC. What did you guys learn after taking your guys' first slots inside the promotion to now being on the cusp of all being back in the win column?
You know, we got our feet back on the ground. You know, I think we were too overestimated, and now we're kind of underestimated a little bit. And then we got the connection back with our coaches because we had a crazy growth in the gym. It was a new gym coming and being the best gym in the world, getting the award and all that. And I think just our feet got off the ground a little bit, you know. But these things happens in the sport. Everything happens so fast. And right now we got back. We got reunited with the team. We got our feet back on the ground. We got a connection back with our coaches and all that. And you guys already seeing the result. And on Saturday night, it's just an extension of the result. It's the comeback season. And no one is going to stop us.
Question for Raul Rosas. Your brother fights the night before you fight. How has this week been like for your family?
Man, I think God has a plan for all of us. Unfortunately, my brother made weight. His opponent came 5 pounds over. But my brother's ready, so I'm hoping if anything happens on this card, my brother could be potentially fighting on this card, God willing, you know. So we'll see. But I'm excited for his future, and Saturday night, I'm excited to keep the Rosa's legacy going.
You have a pitch to Dana about your brother potentially joining you in the UFC one day.
What happened?
You have a pitch to Dana for your brother to potentially join the company one day.
Oh, I think one day, you know, the Rosa's brothers are going to take over. You know, it's going to be a special moment because I don't only have one brother, I have 2 brothers, and I have 1 sister. So they're growing, they're professional fighters, good records, so soon.
Can this arena get a chihuihuis from you?
All right, at the count of 3, we're all going to do it together, all right? At the count of 3, we're all going to say chihuihuis. 1, 2, 3,
Go ahead.
Mi pregunta también va para Raúl Rosas. Raúl, teniendo en cuenta el contexto social político que existe alrededor de los latinos en Estados Unidos, ¿qué tan importante es para ti que haya presencia latina en el evento de Casa Blanca, o suponiendo que todo sale bien este sábado, te gustaría formar parte del evento en la Casa Blanca?
Raul, considering the geopolitical context of Latinos in the United States, how important do you think it would be for a Latino or Latinos to be at the White House card? And however it goes on Saturday, would you like to be a part of that event?
Pues la verdad es un evento grande, pero ahorita estoy enfocado en este sábado. Tengo un rival duro, yo estoy buscando el campeonato, pero representar la bandera mexicana ahí, yo creo que no sé cómo estaría eso, pero ahorita me voy a enfocar en el sábado y acercarme al título.
Listen, I have a great fight in front of me. That's what I'm focused on, one thing at a time. But if it does happen, it is a great event at the White House, and representing the Mexican flag would be very important to me. But I'm focused on this fight and focused on going for a belt in the future. That's what I want.
Go ahead.
This one's for Max and Charles. You guys are both UFC legends chasing the gold. What do you guys think of a guy like Arman Tsarukyan potentially standing in your way?
I'm just going to translate for Charles. Para vocês dois, então, obviamente vocês estão buscando um título linear. O que vocês acham das chances do Arman Tsarukyan, dado tudo que está acontecendo?
Cara, eu não sei, eu tô preocupado comigo. Quem tem que se preocupar com ele é o Dana.
Listen, I'm worried about myself. Who needs to be worried about Tsarukyan is Dana.
Again, he took the words right out of my damn mouth, brother.
Dana, what did you think about the extracurriculars that followed his wrestling match last week?
What did I think about what?
The extracurriculars that followed his wrestling.
I don't give a shit about any of that stuff. I focus on my own stuff. That's somebody else's problem, not mine.
Thank you, guys.
Question for Caio. Caio, you were talking about RDR like it's going to be an easy finish for you and that he has no pattern to win from you. And I was wondering, RDR has more finishes than you in the UFC. How do you see to finish him?
To be honest, I never say it's going to be an easy finish. RDR is a guy that I respect a lot. I think he has a lot of skills, good grappler, and he was coming from great wins in the UFC, and I respect that a lot. He's just a problem on Saturday that I need to solve, and as a fighting nerd, I'm going to solve the problem and take A+ in this test, you know? It's just a matter of who we're going to see on Saturday night, the Ridder or the quitter.
All right, you're the last one. Make it good. What do you got?
Aquí para Raúl. Raúl, en esta cartelera solo dos mexicanos. ¿Qué plan tienes para que sobresalga el poder mexa este sábado?
In this card, 2 Mexicans only. What are your plans so that the Mexican power comes out on top on Saturday?
Lo de siempre, dejarlo todo ahí y dejar la bandera en alto, no hay de otra.
Listen, to leave it all out there and hoist our flag out up at the top. No other way.
Thanks for coming out today, you guys. We'll see you at the weigh-ins, and we're going to face these guys off right now.